With that, I would request Sudhir to introduce our guest speaker, Deepesh Agarwal. Sudhir.
Now I have to cut this short. Actually, it's a long way over here, but I'll cut it short, guys, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll finish it. No worry.
Okay. I talked to Deepesh prior to the meeting starting, and he says, listen, if you say everything, what will I say? So I'm going to keep it very, very brief. Deepesh has been now doing photography for the past 9 years. He started in school days. After I got into Bhavan's College, he did science over there. Kept dabbling with photography, did a lot of courses in photography. Thereafter, he thought he needed to advance a little further in life. And then guess what? He joined hands and worked as an assistant for Deepesh. Deepesh Ratnani is a very, very prominent photographer of our country, I would say. And he's worked under him for 3 years, right? But of course, nothing was enough for him. So he said he needs to experiment a lot more. So he went abroad, he went to London, and he did his master's in photographic art from Thames Valley University. Okay, and then he passed out from there. After that, he has also written a book, which he will tell you about. Deepesh has then traveled to 35 different countries, exploring and getting the best of photographs, which I'm sure he's going to show you a lot about right now. Not content with that, he wanted to try out his art in the middle of the seas. So he took on with a cruise liner, and nothing small goes for it. It was P&O, one of the largest organizations in the shipping industry, I would say. He's been traveling there for 4 years?
4 months.
4 months, that's right. Yeah, traveling for 4 months. Another 4 years ago. He then decided to come back to our very own motherland. And he has started this beautiful company. If you have seen this brochure, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this was started in October 2009. Picture photography. Something very different. He's going to tell us all about it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Right. Firstly, please do not call me a guest lecturer, because if you call me as a guest, I won't be able to bridge that comfort level. You know what I mean, right? So I'm just one of you guys now. Okay? So part of the organization, non-active member, I would say. So everybody, I mean, working day to day, so must be a tough one, right? I'll go there.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll go there, right?
yeah.
If not, then I'm very sorry, because it's going to get worse from here on out. No, I'm not going to listen up for you. Okay, so it's going to be a more of an interaction kind of a thing, rather than just a lecture and me talking about things and you just sitting there and watching things, right? So please put in your inputs. Okay, I'm going to be talking about photography as a medium, as a language. Alright, now how can we use photography as a medium and as a language? We normally see in India that photography caters around the glamour world, or say products, or say advertising, or PR purposes, or magazines, calendars, Bollywood, you know, ends up being good for only a few people. I mean, you see Kareena Kapoor over here and you're like, wow. Does that make sense? I mean, after 2 days that picture gets old and you see another picture there. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to bring your notice at is, make sure that when you take photographs, it makes some sense to you. Now all of you in the room must be having cameras, right? Besides your mobile phones. Yes. Yeah, of course, the digital nice ones. And everybody must be traveling around.
Yes.
Right? What do you do with those photographs? Ends up in the laptop, right? Facebook. Wow.
I put it in the bin. That's right.
That's right. Anything else? Frame some of them there. You should frame most of them, you know, according to me. Now, I feel that it makes a lot of difference when you see a digital file on your screen and when you see a photograph in your hand. The same photograph. Photography, the definition by dictionary, means process of recording images on a sensitized material by action of light, that is taking a photograph, on a chemical processing of this material to produce a print. Alright, so when we say digital photography and when it ends up as Facebook, it's not photography. Okay? Because it is not coming out as a print. Alright, and digital photography is a photographic method that stores the image digitally for later reproduction. Right? What we miss out is later reproduction because we are lazy. Technology sometimes drives you towards certain extent that you just forget about the most important things. Alright, you take photographs, fair enough, brilliant. I've been to France, I've been to Paris, I've been to Spain, I've been to wherever. But my camera, only my camera knows that. A guest walks into my room and I start talking about France, I start talking about London, and they're like, what was that? You know, कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. Put those pictures around your house. You know, sends a positive vibe once and makes more sense rather than just keeping them on your digital files. Now I'm going to give you some examples. But this is one photograph which I took in Cadiz. Cadiz is a place in Spain. You know, I was traveling as gentleman mentioned over here for the pre-year cruises. If I just put this as in my digital file or just upload it on Facebook, is it going to make sense to me 2 years down the line? Or are you people going to come to know that I have taken something of this sort? Not really, right? Tomorrow you walk into my house, you see a big poster of this, and you'll be like, wow, where did you take this? And that's when the topic starts. And you have more things to talk about, plus more things to impress about. You know? Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the cut of the tails?
They're Spanish horses. Spanish horses. They tie their tails and they train them accordingly. Only tails. You know, these horses can stand on one leg. Yeah, I've seen them performing on one leg. It's called the Royal Horse Show in Cadiz. You're from Spain, right? Brazil. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Now, when I say infuse meaning into your photography, now that's very, very important. You walk into a foreign land, say you walk into Kodiwara for instance, you know, you see an old lady picking up a very heavy bag, alright, and you take a photograph of it, just in case, if you find it interesting, that is, alright. You look at that photograph, take a print of it, and try and reason out as to why you took that photograph. It'll mean so much to you, alright. Like I was just taking this photograph of a sculpture in Poland. Like I was shooting in Poland one day, and I saw the sun shining over here. You can't see it very clearly on the projector, but this is the big sun, alright. And the sculpture is throwing water, and you can see the pigeon over here. Right? The pigeon is a symbol of peace. Alright, sun is a symbol of heat. Alright, and you see a lady-like sculpture over here throwing water. Okay, that is cutting the heat and bringing peace out. You can have different meanings out of this photograph. You know? But yeah, you can have so many different meanings out of this photograph, but ultimately it's just a tourist photograph. So what I'm trying to put light on is when you're doing photography, the most important aspect of photography is not to make your subject look good. Is not to make this person look good. Is to make meaning, is to make sense out of your photography. Am I correct? Yes. And once you start doing it, you won't be loving it so much you have no idea absolutely. So this is an example. There are two different photographs, right? Now another right. Tourist-like photo. Okay, a bird flying in the water, right next to you, know, just taking off probably. This was taken in Copenhagen, Denmark. Now, when I was photographing this, I wasn't thinking of what I'm thinking now. You know, you see those trains just go right next to the sea, waterbed, and just take off. You know, that's what. You can infuse so many meanings out of this. Can you? Anybody?